Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Throwing to start the drive. Wall. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Third down. Wall. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on third down. Wall. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 40 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. start this drive out on the ground. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Trying the left side with Gibbs. He finds some open field here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Operating from the gun. Wall. Right side to Williams. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Gibbs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Weaver. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6th or 7th.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
Ready. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Weaver. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Throwing on first down. Weaver. Touchdown! Cole Kmet from 10 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, Wall. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On first and 10, Wall. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 30 yards. And the Lions have moved out in front. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch. Will move the ball to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Weaver. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Let's go now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Looking to throw. Weaver. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. To throw on 3rd down, Weaver. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Here we go.
And now they'll shift things around. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Weaver. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Weaver. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Weaver. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
17. 6. Mega. Ready.
Looking to throw. Weaver. And he is caught. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Weaver. That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Off the play fake. Wall. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw. Wall. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wall. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down. Wall. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. But he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Go.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Ready.
Right back to him on 1st down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
From the the midfield stripe. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Weaver. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Weaver. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Blue strike. Smack, red. Black shot. Hey, green.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, ready. Yellow, zoom. Ready?
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Okurebunan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Come on, set.
Now 1st and goal. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set. Cut. Fight. White. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.